Good morning, dear cadets. So, IUPAC nomenclature and some other information regarding the structure of carbonyl compound is completed. Structure of carbonyl group. Just remember, in NCERT book, they have not given the hybridization state of oxygen. Oxygen is also sp2 hybridized only. Just remember this one. I taught with the explanation that oxygen is also sp2 hybridized in carbonyl group. Okay, so that is absolutely correct. You need not to worry. Okay, now first I will verify, then only will teach. Will teach authentic matter only, will not teach wrong thing. Okay, now methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketones. So just see, in the methods of preparation of aldehyde and ketones, we can segregate these methods in two ways. First category of method where aldehydes and ketones both can be prepared. Second category of methods of preparation where aldehyde only can be prepared or ketone can only be prepared. Okay, so two category methods of preparation is there. Now I am starting with the first category where aldehydes and ketones both can be prepared. So first one is by oxidation of alcohol. So just see, in alcohol chapter only we have completed this one. 1 degree alcohol when subjected for oxidation in presence of KMnO4 concentrate H2SO4 or K2Cr2O7 H2SO4, then aldehyde is the product. 2 degree alcohol oxidized into ketones. We have already finished this one. Only in that chapter what we have not discussed, that aromatic alcohol, just like these are the aliphatic alcohols. So as aliphatic alcohol can be oxidized into aldehydes and ketones, now in these methods some problem is there. What is that problem? These aldehydes can be oxidized into carboxylic acid. Ketone can also be oxidized into carboxylic acid because they are strong oxidizing agent, and oxidation cannot be checked in aldehydic and ketonic stage. Already I told you this. Alcohol, when alcohol is oxidized, what is the product? Aldehyde or ketones. Okay, and these ketones further can be oxidized into carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. Okay, but what is the back reaction? Back reaction is reduction. So carboxylic acid can be reduced back to aldehydes and ketone, and this can be further reduced back to alcohol. That is there since beginning only. I have informed this one. So in these methods some problem is there. Problem is this one only. Aldehyde can be further oxidized into carboxylic acid. Ketone can also be further oxidized into carboxylic acid. Okay. Apart from this one, aromatic alcohol can also be oxidized to aromatic aldehyde. Similarly, suppose you have taken cyclobutanol, that can also be oxidized into ketone. This is cyclohexane. Okay, cyclohexane. So just see, aromatic and alicyclic compound can also be oxidized to aromatic aldehyde or aromatic ketone. Okay, that is the offshoot of this method which we have not discussed in alcohol chapter. So I wrote these reactions. Now in this method, what is the problem in this method? That aldehyde and ketones can further be oxidized into carboxylic acid. So we want selective oxidizing agent which can check the oxidation of alcohol into aldehyde and ketonic stage only. Means aldehyde and ketone should not be oxidized further into carboxylic acid. Okay, so we have got PCC. PCC has got dual property. PCC means pyridinium chlorochromate. This is pyridine, this is hydrochloric acid, this is chromium hexaoxide. Okay, so just see, now when you can write in this way also. What is PCC? Already in alcohol chapter I have explained. Further I am telling you, this is only pyridinium chlorochromate. What is this one? Pyridinium chlorochromate. Okay, now it is used in non-aqueous solvent. Non-aqueous solvent like CH2Cl2. Okay, it is used in non-aqueous solvent like CH2Cl2. Okay, one thing. Second one thing, it checks the further oxidation of aldehyde and ketone into carboxylic acid. It checks the further oxidation of aldehyde and ketones into carboxylic acid. Okay, means oxidation will be stopped in aldehyde and ketonic stage only if alcohol is subjected for oxidation in presence of PCC. Okay, you should remember this one. Next one thing is, it does not affect the carbon-carbon double bond. Means allylic alcohol or benzylic alcohol is there, then what would be there? Just see here, allylic alcohol I wrote. If it is subjected for oxidation, so only alcoholic group will be oxidized. Double bond will remain unaffected. Okay. So just see here, reaction I wrote. Not only this one. Now see, this is unsaturated alcohol. Double bond is there. Unsaturated alcohol. This is 2 degree unsaturated alcohol. Okay. This can also be oxidized into unsaturated ketone. See, just you can check where OH is there, their double bond will come. Correct? Now plus H2O. Just see here also double bond remains unaffected. So means in this method PCC we should understand. There is one more reagent that is known as Jones reagent. CrO3 is only there. Here in PCC means what is there? Pyridinium chlorochromate. If CrO3 is taken in aqueous solution, CrO3 in aqueous solution, that is known as Jones reagent. That is not mentioned. I should also not be dealing with that one in detail, but that is there. Jones reagent means CrO3 in aqueous solution. Their quality is just like a PCC only. Okay, means it will oxidize alcohol into aldehyde and ketone stage only, and it will remain, means it will not affect the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, so now this method is completely completed. Remaining this one already I taught. Okay, next method is by, according to NCERT I am going. Second one is by dehydrogenation of alcohol in presence of copper powder, temperature 573 Kelvin. So that reaction also we have completed. 1 degree alcohol will be dehydrogenated into aldehyde. 2 degree alcohol will be dehydrogenated into ketones. But 3 degree, instead of dehydrogenation, that will undergo dehydration and you will get the alkene as a product. We have already discussed this one in alcohol chapter. So second method is by dehydrogenation. Here only we can write by dehydrogenation of alcohol. By second method, by dehydrogenation of alcohol. By dehydrogenation of alcohol. So it is taking place in presence of copper powder, and now here what would be there? Temperature is 573 Kelvin temperature. So instead of this one, just see where you have written oxidizing agent, just what you will write? Copper powder, and here what would be there? Oblique 573 Kelvin temperature. Here also copper powder oblique 573 Kelvin temperature. Okay, so here aldehyde you will get and ketone you will get. From 3 degree alcohol, actually this is dehydrogenation. Means just see, dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen molecules, removal of H2 molecules. Here also dehydrogenation only, and here what is that one? Removal of H2 molecules. But what about 3 degree alcohol? 3 degree alcohol, just see here only I am writing 3 degree alcohol, they do not undergo dehydrogenation. 3 degree alcohol, okay, what is there? Same condition, copper powder and 573 Kelvin temperature. So dehydration would be there, dehydration, and product is here alkene. Alkene will be the product. Okay, that is the difference we have already discussed. So now let us move to another method, that is from hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon means alkane, alkene and alkynes. Okay, so now just see the third method from hydrocarbon. This is third method, by hydration of alkyne. So just see. Number one thing is formaldehyde cannot be prepared by this method. That is the first member of aldehyde series. Next one is ethine gives acetaldehyde, and higher alkynes gives ketone. Higher alkynes means beyond 2 carbon atom. Next one is reaction takes place in presence of 42% H2SO4 and 1% HgSO4. Okay. Now we can write in this way also. HgSO4 will furnish the Hg positive and this will furnish H positive. Just try to understand here how. This is Hc triple bond CH. Okay. Now hydration means in presence of water H2O, and here write H2SO4 and here write HgSO4. Okay. Now just see, water can be written H positive and OH negative. So here what is the product? HC. Now just see, triple bond is there. With 1 carbon atom you add 1 H of this one and break 1 bond only. Means instead of triple bond now double bond, and another one CH and OH. And here what would be there? Now tautomerism. This is the isomerism where new isomer is obtained just by shifting the 1 proton from 1 carbon atom to another carbon atom. Just see, this is H, this is ene-ol for double bond and ol for OH. Now shift this H here, okay, shift this H here and this double bond here. So what you will get here? Just see, H, C, H, and here what is there? C, double bond O, H. What is this one? CH3CHO. CH3CHO, acetaldehyde. I hope that you are getting this one. Okay. So what is the name of this one? Acetaldehyde or ethanol or ethanol. Okay. Now higher alkane. This is ethine. What is this one? Ethine. So I hope that you understood. This is ene-ol form. Now this is keto form, but it is not ketone. Don't get confused. This is keto form. In tautomerism last year I taught one form is ene-ol form, other is keto form. Meaning of keto form means containing C double bond O group. Now C double bond O containing group doesn't mean that only ketone is there. You should pay attention towards this carbon atom. If this carbon atom remaining 2 valencies are fulfilled by R group, alkyl group, then of course it is ketone. But if one of the valency is fulfilled by H, so this is aldehyde. Okay, this is acetaldehyde, ethanol. Okay, this is keto form. Here just write keto form. Okay, in tautomerism one form is ene-ol form, other form is keto form. In keto form aldehyde can also be there, ketone can also be there. Just like see another example. Another example is CH3CH triple bond CH, correct? This is there. Okay, triple bond. Now same reaction H2O, and here what is there? H positive, OH negative. Okay, what is this one? This is propyne. What is this one? Propyne. And here what is there? Same thing, H2SO4 oblique HgSO4, HgSO4. And here same thing, tautomerism. Just see. Now here Markovnikov addition would be there, means negative part will go to the, here problem is not there because both carbon atom has got same hydrogen atom. Here what is there? This has not got hydrogen. So negative part of addendum molecules goes to that carbon atom of double bond or triple bond which contains lesser number of hydrogen atom. So here what would be the product? Product is CH3, here CH, and here OH. Here what is there? Double bond, here CH2. Okay, one H will be added here. Now again what is this one? This is enol form. Why this is enol form? Because this is double bond for en, OH for ol. Now again just see, shift this double bond here and shift this proton here. So what is the product? New product you will have. New product, actually equilibrium will be here, not here. Now you will get this form, CH3 C double bond O CH3. Now you have got acetone. What is this one? Acetone. This is keto form. Keto form. Okay, over this one. Any problem? I hope that you understood this one. Subsequently you can take more number carbon, means more carbon containing alkyne. So you will get the ketone only. That is why above I wrote this one. Higher alkyne gives ketone. Formaldehyde cannot be prepared by this method. Okay, see the next method. That is from hydrocarbon only. But this time what is there? By ozonolysis of alkene. Now 11th class I taught, just I am reminding. Even previous method, means hydration of alkyne, that also I taught in 11th class. But again it is there, that is important also. Both the reactions are important. So just take care. When alkenes react with ozone and form ozonide, which further on subsequent reduction in presence of zinc dust yield aldehydes and ketones. So just see, what is this one? This is ethene. What is this one? Ethene. Reaction with ozone. Then how the reaction is taking place? Just see, H, CH, CH and H. Now double bond will be broken. One oxygen will be here and you write in this way, H and H. Here also write H. Okay, H. Now one oxygen will be here, another oxygen will be here. So what is the name of this one? This is ethene ozonide. Ethene ozonide. Now their reduction in presence of zinc dust oblique H2O. Okay, so now this bond will be broken from here. So CH2O. What is this one? CH2O. Now this oxygen will be received by this water. So minus H2O2. Okay. Now just see, two molecules of CH2O is formed. What is this one? HCHO. Okay. CH2O can be written like that. Now here I have given some hint. If both double bonded carbon atom contains hydrogen atom, then aldehyde is the only product. Okay, are you getting my point or not? If both double bonded carbon atom contain hydrogen, then aldehyde is the only product. Just see, both double bonded carbon atom contains hydrogen only. Now in next method, double bonded carbon atom does not contain hydrogen. So what is the product here? Just see, C, here what is there? CH3, here also CH3, here also CH3, here also CH3. So here what is the product? Just see. Now this alkene you can get by replacing these hydrogen. Just remember, for the preparation of higher homologues of any homologous series, just keep on replacing the hydrogen by CH3 group. You will get the next member. Like just here right now, how many carbon atom is there? 2 carbon atom. Replace one hydrogen by CH3. So you will get the propene. Further replace one hydrogen. Then you will get the butene. Further replace. Keep on replacing. So you can get this member in this way only. Now you can 1 2 3 4 or 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 from all the side you will get the 4 carbon atom only. So this is 2 3 dimethyl butene. Okay, now what is here? Now this bond will be broken. What is the name of this one? 2 3 dimethyl butene ozonide. Okay, now in presence of zinc dust oblique H2O. So this bond will be broken. So here just see, this double bonded carbon atom does not contain hydrogen. So what is the product here? Product would be 2CH3 C double bond O minus H2O2. This oxygen will go to this water H2O2. Okay, now you have got the acetone. So if both double bonded carbon atom does not contain H atom, then ketone is the only product. Now just see, another condition is also there. One of carbon double bond does not contain hydrogen, but other contains hydrogen. Even if one hydrogen is present, remember, out of two double bonded carbon atom is there. Okay, if either one of double bonded carbon atom, even if it contains even single hydrogen, then also one of the product will be aldehyde. Okay, so to get the pure aldehyde, both double bonded carbon atom must contain hydrogen. To get the pure means only product of ketone, then none of the double bonded carbon atom should have hydrogen. If one is containing hydrogen, other is not containing, like here, just see, this is not containing hydrogen, but this is containing hydrogen. So what is the product here? The product is CH3C, and here what is there? CH3, here C, and here H, here H. So here what is the product? Just see, write down here CH3. This is this one. This is O. Now this is H. This is O. Correct? Now just see. Now breaking from here and here. This is ozonide. Same condition. What is the condition here? Zinc dust oblique H2O. So what is the product here? CH3 C double bond O, and here what is there? CH2O or this is SCHO. Correct? CH2O aldehyde. So one is ketone and another one is aldehyde. So when you will get mixture of aldehyde and ketones, when one of the carbon atom, double bonded carbon atom contains hydrogen. Okay, in this way this is also completed. Now next method is methods of preparation of aldehyde only. Now methods of preparation of aldehyde only. The first one is by Rosenmund reduction. So now just understand what is this is name reaction. When acid chloride is hydrogenated over catalyst or by catalyst PD supported over BaSO4, the partially poisoned by sulfur or quinoline. Okay, when acid chloride is hydrogenated by catalyst palladium supported over BaSO4 and partially poisoned by sulfur or quinoline. Okay, so just see in this method acid chloride. How you will get the acid chloride? Earlier only I taught you. This is RCOOH. minus OH is there plus Cl is there. So RC double bond O Cl. Remove OH from carboxylic acid. Put Cl. So this is acid chloride. RCOCl HNH. PDBSO4. Sulfur quinoline. So here what is the product? RC double bond O H. What is this one? Aldehyde you have got or not? This is hydrogenation only. Hydrogenation of acid chloride. Now one of the H will be here. So aldehyde is the product. Just see. Now whenever name reaction is there, first we should write the general reaction. Okay. Then we should write the one particular example. So in place of R, fill the CH3. So CH3COCl HH. Now this is aldehyde or acetaldehyde. This is acetaldehyde plus HCl. Now you can take this also. Here I wrote aliphatic and aromatic both aldehyde can be prepared by this method. So what is the name of this one? This is benzoyl chloride. What is this one? Benzoyl chloride. Okay. How you will get this one benzoyl chloride? This is benzoic acid. Replace its OH by Cl. Then you will get the benzoyl chloride. When this benzoyl chloride is subjected for hydrogenation, just see in Rosenmund reaction, very simple way you can write. When acid chloride, aliphatic or aromatic, subjected for hydrogenation in presence of PD catalyst which is supported over BaSO4 and partially poisoned by sulfur or quinoline, then aldehyde is the product, aliphatic or aromatic. So just see here, HCl will be removed. Now this H will be bonded here. Now what is this one? This is benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde. Okay, benzaldehyde. So just see, this method is suitable for the preparation of both aliphatic and aromatic aldehyde. Now formaldehyde cannot be prepared by this method because its corresponding acid chloride HOCl. This is formyl chloride. This is unstable at room temperature. Just see, aldehyde can be prepared from their corresponding acid chloride. So for the preparation of formaldehyde, here what you should take? You should take HCOCl, that is formyl chloride. So that is unstable at room temperature. That is why formaldehyde is not prepared by this method. Next thing is ketone can also not be prepared by this method. Ketone can also be not prepared by this method. Next one, what is the function of this sulfur or quinoline? They are catalytic poison. What are they? They are catalytic poison. And what is their function? They deactivate, they poisoned the activity of palladium. Actually palladium is here catalyst. Otherwise what would be there? Just already I told you, alcohol oxidized into aldehyde and ketone. Aldehyde ketones further oxidize into carboxylic acid. But reverse of oxidation is reduction. When carboxylic acid is reduced, then aldehyde and ketone is the product. When aldehyde and ketone is reduced, then alcohol is the product. So here aldehyde is for, if you will not deactivate, if you will not poison palladium, so this aldehyde which is formed here, it can be reduced to alcohol. So the sulfur or quinoline deactivated the palladium so that form aldehyde reduced to alcohol. So that form aldehyde cannot be reduced to alcohol. Cannot be reduced to alcohol. Have you got it or not? This is the function of catalytic poison sulfur and quinoline. So Rosenmund reduction is over. Next one is from nitriles and esters. Okay, so next method is from nitriles and ester. Nitrile means cyanide. Okay, in IUPAC system, cyanide is known as nitriles. And from the ester also we can prepare. Okay, this method is known as Stephen's reduction. Remember, in Stephen reduction, ester is not included, only nitriles are included. Okay, so it is better don't write here ester. So from nitriles by Stephen reduction method we can prepare the aldehyde. How? Just see. when aliphatic or aromatic cyanide or nitriles is reduced in presence of stannous chloride and hydrochloric acid, then imine, EIMNE, is formed, which upon further hydrolysis aldehyde is produced or yielded. Okay, just see, this is SnCl2 plus 2HCl. So what is the product here? SnCl4 plus 2H plus 2H. Here what is there? Alkyl cyanide. What is this one? Alkyl cyanide. This is alkyl cyanide, and here what is there? 2H. From where you are getting this 2H? When this is reducing agent. So means instead of this reaction you can write here SnCl2/HCl. But for further clarification I wrote, when SnCl2 2HCl react, they form SnCl4 and 2H. This 2H is only utilized here. So one H will be attached here, one H will be attached here. So RCH double bond NH. This compound is known as imine, EMINE, not amine, imine. Now hydrolyze this one. So H2O can be written as 2H and 1 oxygen. Give here 1 oxygen and give here 2 hydrogen. Here, now this double bond will be broken here. Not broken actually. Now give 1 oxygen here. So RCHO. Okay, double bond won't be broken. Only what would be there? Oxygen will be added. Now RCO double bond O and H you have got. This is aldehyde. And NH3 now. 1H is already here. 2H you have added here. So this is aldehyde, and that is the ammonia gas is produced. Now you can take one individual member. This is alkyl cyanide. So CH3C, methyl cyanide you have taken. Same way reaction will be carried out. So aldehyde you will get. There is one more alternative method for the reduction of cyanide and ester. Okay. So just remember, in Stephen's reduction, only reduction of cyanide is there. Ester reduction is not there. Ester and cyanide both can be reduced by DIBALH. What is this one? DIBALH. D means diisobutyl. Diisobutyl aluminium hydride. So Al means aluminium, H means hydride, and this is diisobutyl, DIB, diisobutyl aluminium hydride. Okay, just see how you will produce this one. What is the name of this compound? This is isobutyl. What is this one? Isobutyl. What is the name of this compound? Aluminium hydride. So you do one thing, just replace 2 hydrogen from here. Replace 2 hydrogen and add 2 molecules of this one. From where adding would be there? From this carbon atom. So just see here. Write down here CH. Okay, CH2. CH2. And here what would be there? Just see. CH. Now here what is there? CH3, and here also CH3. Okay, just check here. Now I added from here. Check here. CH. Now sorry, there is one correction. Here write CH2, CH3. Yes, CH3, CH2, CH, this CH3, and with the help of this one, this is bonded. Now 4 valency of this carbon atom is completed. This is 1. Now diisobutyl, aluminium hydride. So such kind of 2 groups should be there. How many groups should be there? How many valency of aluminium is there? 3 valency is there. So one has been fulfilled by this one. Another same way you should write CH2, CH. Here what is there? CH3, and here what is there? CH2, and here CH3. Okay. Now this is also butyl group only. And now out of 3 valency, 2 has been fulfilled by the isobutyl group. Okay, this is isobutyl. I wrote here, and still one replaceable hydrogen is there. Because of this hydrogen only, diisobutyl aluminium hydride is reducing agent. Okay, because to be reducing agent, what is the characteristics? They should furnish the nascent hydrogen. Like here, just see, it is furnishing nascent hydrogen or not. So now the short form of this one is DIBALH, diisobutyl aluminium hydride. Okay, now just see, diisobutyl aluminium hydride, just see, same method is there, only reducing agent is changed. Now in case of Stephan reduction, reducing agent was SnCl2 and HCl. Here what is there? RC triple bond N. Okay, now here write 2H, and here what is there? DIBALH. Okay, so here what is the product? RCH double bond NH. Okay, now what you have got? Imine. Now further subject it for hydrolysis. H2O. So give here one oxygen, give here two hydrogen. So here what is the product? RC double bond O H plus NH3. What is this one? This is aldehyde. What is this one? Aldehyde. Okay, so now here reducing agent is diisobutyl aluminium hydride. Not only this one, if you will take ester, and you can take the cyanide which contain carbon-carbon double bond also, so it will not affect the carbon-carbon double bond. That is the beauty of this one. It does not, here you can write, it does not affect carbon-carbon double bond. Just remember this one. Now I will rub this side and will write that reaction also. That is the most important. So this is also one type of selective reagent, because it is reducing only cyanide. Just see, cyanide group, but it is not affecting double bond. Just let me rub this side and will teach. Okay, so we were discussing that DIBALH is selective catalyst. Just see here. Okay, don't pay attention toward this one. One more thing is there. DIBALH can be written like that also. Aluminium hydride IBUT. I means iso, BUT means butyl, diisobutyl. Actually the actual formula is this one. Acha, okay, I already rubbed this one. Just see, we were talking about the selective nature of this one. It does not affect carbon-carbon double bond. Just see this compound, hex 4-ene 1-nitrile. Just see here, carbon-carbon double bond is there. If you subject it for reduction in presence of this one, so it will reduce this group only. How? Just see, it will furnish 2H here. Okay, so 1H is here, 1H is here. Just see, CHNH, then followed by hydrolysis. That is why in NCERT book, just instead of 2 steps, they have mentioned only 1 step. First they have written DIBALH, and below the arrow they have written the water molecules. Here I am explaining you what is the function of water molecules. That is why I wrote same reaction in 2 steps. So first DIBALH will give the 2 hydrogen, nascent hydrogen, which will make bond here. So now cyanide will be converted into imine. Now further hydrolysis would be there. So H2O can be written 2H and O. So CHO and 2H. Here what is there? CH3 CH double bond CH. This is CH2 CH2 CHO. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is CHO plus here NH3 is there. What is the name of this one? Hex 4-ene al. Okay, you have got aldehyde or not? So this is the function of water here. So just try to understand, DIBALH is very versatile reducing agent. It can reduce ester also into aldehyde. Okay, just see how. CH3 CH2 whole 9 C double bond O. This is the ester. Okay, this is ester. And now try to understand. Now here 2 groups are there. One is this ester is made up of 2 groups. One is ester is formed by the reaction between carboxylic acid and alcohol. You are correct or not? Esterification reaction you might have heard. Means in ester 2 part is there. This is the general formula of ester. RCO part is known as acidic part. What is this one? Acidic part. Okay. And OR part is known as alcoholic part. What is this one? Alcoholic part, because it has come from alcohol. So here also 2 group is there. That much is alcoholic part and this much is acidic part. Okay. Now I have not written in stepwise manner this one because this is long reaction. Now first DiBALH will furnish 4 nascent hydrogen. So 3 will be consumed here only. CH2OH, and this will also be converted into alcohol. Now just see further that alcohol can be dehydrogenated, then you will get this one. Okay, are you getting my point or not? Means this acidic part first, this will be converted into alcohol, and what is the oxidation product of alcohol? Aldehyde. Okay. So here first this will be reduced to alcohol, and when alcohol is dehydrogenated, just remove the hydrogen, then you will get this one. Okay, just see here I make also. Now suppose this is subjected for reduction, this part. So this part, if you will give this one 3 hydrogen, so this will be RCH2OH, correct or not? And if you remove here 1 H2, so what is the product here? RCHO. Same is happening here. First DiBALH will convert this one into alcohol, and when hydrogen is removed, then you will get this one. This is aldehyde, and that is the alcohol. Okay. This is all about the DiBALH, diisobutyl aluminium hydride, that reduce the cyanide into aldehyde, that reduce the ester group into aldehydic group. Okay. One more important thing is there. This is selective catalyst. It does not affect the carbon-carbon double bond. Just see here, carbon-carbon double bond is still present here. It is not reducing carbon-carbon double bond. Remember this one. Okay. Is there any problem? I don't think any problem is there. Okay. So thank you. I hope that all previous methods and things you are completing. Now I am still in the methods of preparation, and these methods are in very detail, but probably tomorrow I will complete the methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketone. Thank you.